Hey y'all, so today I'm going to show you how I make my version of Bulletproof Coffee. I'm sure by now a lot of you have heard about this crazy trend of putting butter in your coffee. And I'm here to show you how exactly to do it. I use Bulletproof Coffee as a way to supplement my fat intake while I'm doing the keto diet, because sometimes I have trouble reaching my fat macros for the day. I'm just not getting enough fat in. And Bulletproof Coffee is such a wonderful way to help boost that fat intake while you're doing a keto diet. On a side note though, if you are consuming a high carb diet, adding a bunch of extra fat into your diet is not recommended. I drink Bulletproof Coffee in the morning because it keeps me full and satisfied for a very long time. It keeps me able to focus in classes, and I really enjoy it. And then I can intermittent fast till around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon is when I'll usually eat my first real meal. A lot of people think like, oh my gosh, I'm drinking butter. Ew. Let me tell you, if you blend it and it emulsifies into the coffee, it tastes like a creamy, wonderful, delicious coffee beverage. And yeah, it's like a treat to me. I love it, y'all. Love it. Okay, so now I'm going to show you this super simple, super quick recipe of how I make my Bulletproof Coffee. I will put the nutritional information down below for this exact cup of coffee that I am going to make. The first ingredient I put in my Bulletproof Coffee is MCT oil, or medium chain triglycerides. This is made from coconut oil, and it's just an easier, more digestible fat, absorbs quicker. And so you can either buy this online, MCT oil, or you can buy the Bulletproof MCT oil, which is this brain octane that is made by the founder of this bulletproof way of eating. And I think it's a lot more expensive because these are probably the same cost and you get so much more product. Just Google MCT oil and you find it. The next thing I will add into my coffee is grass-fed butter. This is just incredibly tasty. I do use the salted because I feel like it really brings out the flavor in the coffee. You cannot taste the salt in it. And the very best part of Bulletproof Coffee is coffee, because caffeine is awesome. Yeah. To sweeten my Bulletproof Coffee, a lot of people drink it not sweet. I have not been able to do that yet, so I usually use a little bit of liquid stevia or some of this sugar-free vanilla syrup. And we're going to put all these ingredients together, throw them in a blender, and we'll be good to go. So let me show you how to make it. Since fat is very calorie dense, and especially since we're eating oil and butter, I highly suggest that you weigh it out on a scale. I'll put my blender cup on the scale, tear it out, and just pour my oil in until I reach a serving size. Do the same with my butter, and then I know exactly how much fat I am intaking. So I begin this by setting out my blending cup onto my scale and tearing it so it's 0. I'm then going to take my MCT oil and weigh out a serving, which is about 15 milliliters. I spilled some. I suggest you get a pouring bottle for any of your MCT oil though, because it always spills all over the place. Fun tip of the day. And then I'm going to zero out the scale and weigh out a serving of my butter. This one has obviously seen its better days, but 15 grams. So now I have weighed out my oil and butter, a serving of each. Quick tip that I should mention, if you have never had MCT oil, start out with a very small amount in your coffee. It can lead to some pretty serious stomach issues that we're not going to go into, but just start small, because you don't want to have some issues at work or anywhere, because yeah, just don't do it. Just take my advice, start small. The next thing I'm going to do is add my coffee. I'm going to add a little squirt of stevia and a splash of this vanilla sugar-free syrup. I've added my coffee, I've got my sweetener, my butter, my MCT oil. So now I have it in this little magic bullet. Going to screw on the lid and blend it for maybe 20 seconds to get it frothy and delicious. After about 20 seconds, I pull it off and you can see that everything has been emulsified and blended together. It's a little bit frothy up on top. Delicious. So now we are done. Once your Bulletproof coffee is all blended, you are done. And you have your delicious fat-loaded breakfast that's going to keep you satisfied for hours and keep that mental function strong. So just dump it into your giant cup of coffee because coffee is very important in my life. And look at that. Look at that. Look at that. See that froth on top? It's the best part of the entire cup of coffee. But there you have it, guys. That super easy way to increase fat in your diet, keep you satisfied. Highly recommend Bulletproof coffee. I just wanted to say thank you for watching this video today. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel below if you haven't. I have lots and lots of awesome stuff coming up in the future to share with y'all. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!